Picture this: crystal clear turquoise waters, lush green islands, and the warm embrace of the Pacific sun. We're in French Polynesia, a place that feels like a dream. In the middle of this paradise lies Raiatea, the heart of Polynesian culture. Here we find Taputapuātea, a living testament to the ancestors of the Polynesian people. Imagine a place where ancient chiefs met, where rituals and ceremonies unfolded under the watchful eyes of the gods. Join me as we journey to this incredible place, exploring its history, culture, and significance in the modern world. Taputapuātea isn't your average historical site. It's a sprawling complex of ancient stone structures and marae, sacred spaces where ancient Polynesians connected with their gods. Imagine chiefs and priests performing rituals under the open sky, the air thick with incense and rhythmic chanting. Taputapuātea was a political powerhouse, the epicenter of power for the entire eastern Polynesian triangle. For centuries, this place was the beating heart of Polynesian civilization. Though the old ways faded with the arrival of Europeans, the spirits of Taputapuātea linger, waiting for the world to listen to their stories again. Legend has it that Taputapuātea wasn't just built by humans. The gods themselves had a hand in its creation. The god Oro, desiring a special place to connect with humans, created Taputapuātea with the help of other gods. Each stone and platform was carefully chosen and placed, imbued with mana, a spiritual energy. Over time, Taputapuātea grew into a complex of marae, each dedicated to different gods or ancestors. The complex became a reflection of the Polynesian cosmos, a microcosm of the universe. It was a place where humans could interact with the divine, seek guidance, offer thanks, and ensure the balance of the world. Taputapuātea remains a place of immense power, where the veil between the human and divine is thin. The marae at Taputapuātea are not just piles of rocks. They are sacred altars, carefully constructed with stones of different shapes and sizes. The Polynesians, master navigators, used the stars to align the stones, creating massive platforms that aligned with specific constellations. The most important marae, Marae Taputapuātea, was the most sacred spot in all of Polynesia. High chiefs from all over the Pacific would gather here to discuss matters of war and peace, forge alliances, and pay tribute to the gods. Smaller marae were used by commoners for everyday rituals, connecting everyone to the spiritual realm. These marae were the lifeblood of the community, linking the people to the gods and the land. One story that brings Taputapuātea to life is the story of Tūpaia, a high priest, navigator, and living legend. Born in Raiatea, Tūpaia grew up in the shadow of Taputapuātea, learning ancient prayers, rituals, and the secrets of the universe. Tūpaia's story takes an interesting turn when Captain James Cook arrives in Tahiti in 1769. Tūpaia joins Cook, becoming his guide, translator, and cultural ambassador, using his traditional knowledge to help chart the vast Pacific. Tūpaia's story is a reminder that Taputapuātea was a living, breathing center of knowledge, its influence stretching far beyond Raiatea. His legacy echoes through time, reminding us of the power and wisdom that once emanated from this sacred place. Taputapuātea isn't just a collection of ancient stones. It's a place where myths and legends come to life. One famous legend is the story of Hiro, the Polynesian trickster god, who traveled to Taputapuātea to steal a magical fish hook from his brother, the god of the sea. Another story tells of the god Oro, who descended from the heavens to Taputapuātea, taking the form of a beautiful bird. The people built a special marae in his honor, where Oro taught them sacred dances, chants, and rituals. These stories are more than just entertainment. They are a way of understanding the history of Taputapuātea and the values important to the Polynesian people. They remind us that this place is imbued with deep spiritual significance, a connection to the unseen world that still resonates today. To truly understand Taputapuātea, we need to see the world through the eyes of the ancient Polynesians. These master wayfinders navigated vast distances across the Pacific Ocean, guided by the stars, currents, and stories passed down through generations. For the Polynesians, the ocean was a connector, linking the islands together and serving as a source of life and sustenance. Taputapuātea, located at the heart of the Polynesian Triangle, was a central hub where knowledge, rituals, and genealogies were shared. The layout of Taputapuātea is believed to mirror the constellations in the night sky, reflecting the Polynesian understanding of the cosmos. Every ritual and ceremony at Taputapuātea was a way of maintaining balance and ensuring harmony between the human world and the divine. Even though the rituals and ceremonies no longer take place at Taputapuātea in the same way, the spirit of this place is far from gone. It lingers in the whispers of the wind, the gentle lapping of the waves, and the hearts of the Polynesian people. Imagine standing within the ruins of Taputapuātea, feeling the weight of history and the presence of something ancient and powerful. Taputapuātea is a living testament to the resilience of culture and the enduring power of belief. Efforts are underway to restore the site, document oral histories, and share the stories of Taputapuātea with the world. The spirits of the ancestors still watch over this place, waiting for us to remember their stories and honor their legacy. Taputapuātea was a stage for life itself, marking every important moment from birth to death and beyond with rituals. Imagine a young couple offering prayers for a healthy child, their voices echoing with hope and anticipation. When a child was born, it was presented at Taputapuātea, symbolizing new life entering the community. As children grew, they learned the rituals, chants, and stories of their people within the shadow of Taputapuātea's towering marae. Even death was not an ending but a transition, with high-ranking chiefs' bodies brought to the marae for mourning. Taputapuātea honored the cycle of life, death, and rebirth, connecting the living with the spirits of the ancestors. Imagine the scene, the sun setting over the Pacific, casting long shadows across the marae. Hundreds of people gather, the air crackling with anticipation. The rhythmic beating of drums breaks the silence. Dancers adorned in feathered headdresses and colorful garments enter the sacred space. Their movements, precise and powerful, tell stories of the gods and ancestors. The chanting begins, hundreds of voices rising in unison, carrying prayers and offerings to the heavens. These ceremonies were a powerful reminder of the interconnectedness of the physical and spiritual worlds, with dancers becoming vessels for the gods. Offerings to the divine. Gifts of gratitude and supplication. No ceremony at Taputapuātea would be complete without offerings. These were tokens of respect, gratitude, and sometimes desperation. Imagine a farmer, worried, offering the first fruits of his harvest. He lays a basket of mangoes, pineapples, and fish at the sacred platform. These offerings acknowledged the gods' role in their lives, thanking them for their blessings. They also asked for continued favor, rain, protection, and a bountiful harvest. Sometimes, offerings were more valuable, like a feather cloak or war club. These represented real sacrifice and devotion. The most sacred offering was human sacrifice, seen as the ultimate gift. The victim, often a captive, carried the community's prayers. These offerings were fundamental to the rituals at Taputapuātea. They acknowledged the power of the unseen world, seeking balance and harmony. Section 1. a World Heritage treasure, Taputapuātea's global recognition. Imagine a place so special, so historically and culturally significant, that it's recognized as a treasure for all humankind. That's what happened in 2017 when Taputapuātea was designated a UNESCO World Heritage Site. This isn't just a fancy title, it's a big deal. UNESCO, the United Nations educational, scientific, and cultural organization, works to protect important places around the world. These are places that tell us about our shared human history, places that need our care and attention. Taputapuātea, with its ancient marae, its stories of powerful chiefs, and its connection to the Polynesian worldview, definitely fits the bill. Being recognized by UNESCO is like shining a spotlight on Taputapuātea. It says to the world, hey, this place matters. It's not just important to the Polynesian people, it's important to all of us. This recognition brings with it a sense of responsibility. It means that we, as a global community, need to work together to protect and preserve this incredible site. But it's not just about preserving stones and ruins. It's about keeping the spirit of Taputapuātea alive, about sharing its stories, its traditions, and its values with future generations. It's about recognizing the importance of indigenous knowledge, of understanding the deep connection between people and place. The spirit in the stones, preserving the sacred legacy. Preserving Taputapuātea isn't easy. Time, weather, and plants take a toll on these structures. Archaeologists and conservationists work hard to protect this site. They examine stones for cracks or signs of weakness. Using special techniques, they clean and stabilize the marae, carefully removing moss and lichen, guided by respect. Documenting stories, chants, and rituals gives Taputapuātea its meaning. Linguists and anthropologists record elders' knowledge. Museums create exhibits to share Taputapuātea's story. Educating people fosters appreciation and inspires future generations. Taputapuātea's role in a changing world. Taputapuātea offers valuable lessons in a world facing environmental challenges. The ancient Polynesians understood the delicate balance of nature. They knew their survival depended on respecting the land and sea. Today, Taputapuātea reminds us of the importance of living in harmony with our environment. It teaches us that we are part of nature and our actions have consequences. Imagine standing within the marae, feeling the wind and sun, realizing this is what our ancestors fought to protect. Taputapuātea's message goes beyond environmentalism. It's a powerful reminder of the importance of cultural diversity and preserving traditions. The Polynesian people offer a unique perspective that enriches us all. Taputapuātea is a bridge to the future, guiding us towards a more sustainable and interconnected world. It reminds us that we are all connected across cultures, oceans, and time. And it inspires us to protect our shared heritage and the future of our planet. A renaissance of respect, reviving traditions at Taputapuātea. Taputapuātea isn't frozen in time. It's a living, breathing place, witnessing a renaissance of respect. Imagine the sound of traditional drums echoing across the marae as a genuine expression of faith and heritage. The descendants are reclaiming their heritage, learning the old ways, the chants, the dances. It's like a seed bursting forth with new life. This revival is about healing, reconnecting with roots, and finding strength in a changing world. Guardians of Heritage. The Future of Taputapuātea. The future of Taputapuātea is a shared responsibility. It's not just up to the Polynesian people or UNESCO to protect this treasure. It's up to all of us. Imagine a world where Taputapuātea isn't just a name in a history book, but a place where people from all walks of life come to learn, to connect, and to be inspired. We can all play a role in ensuring that this vision becomes a reality. For starters, we can educate ourselves about Taputapuātea, its history, its significance, and the challenges it faces. We can support organizations working to preserve the site and its cultural heritage. And when we do visit Taputapuātea, we can do so with respect, with an open mind, and with a willingness to learn from the wisdom of the ancestors. Imagine standing within the marae, feeling the weight of centuries beneath your feet, and understanding that you are part of something much larger than yourself. Taputapuātea is a gift, a legacy passed down to us from a time long ago. It's a reminder of the power of human connection, of the enduring strength of culture, and of our responsibility to protect the treasures of our planet. Taputapuātea. Remember that name. It's more than just a place. It's a story of ancient gods and powerful chiefs, a story of incredible navigation and deep connection to the stars and sea. It's a story that reminds us of the power of culture. This sacred site in Raiatea is a gift to the world. It's a place where the Polynesian spirit still thrives, where the whispers of the ancestors can still be heard. Let's protect this treasure. Let's learn from its wisdom. Let's make sure Taputapuātea continues to inspire for generations to come. It's our turn to be the caretakers of this incredible place, to make sure the stories of Taputapuātea continue to be told. Let's honor the legacy of the Polynesian people. Let's make sure Taputapuātea's spirit lives on.